Another big issue with trees is oak wilt. Oak wilt, as you know, is around Texas, and there's a bunch of bad information about it. That's the symptom you see on live oaks, and it's pretty classic, pretty easy to see. Instead of this chlorosis that you see where it's green veins and then yellow in between, you've got the brown veins and the green in between. It's a reverse deal, but that's what it looks like on live oaks. On the red oak, you'll just get big areas of the leaves turn brown and move through the tree pretty quickly. Beck and I were on another trip one year down in Fredericksburg, Texas, and we stopped to have breakfast. And we saw this in the parking lot. Big, beautiful live oak, didn't seem to have any stress to it at all. And it had 130 holes drilled in the base of it and injectors going into the base of the tree. Now, even if I agreed that that's a good procedure to do, to inject Alamo into a live oak tree or a red oak to try to prevent oak wilt, that's not the way to do it. That violates the label of how to use it because it's above the ground. The thing that they recommend, the people that do that procedure supposedly the right way, is that they expose the flare first and then the injectors go into the flare. Well, in this case, he just went up above the ground, took a hatchet and notched into the tree all the way around and then drilled all those holes in it. Well, we went into the restaurant and I'm, boiling at this point, and it's not even my tree. Or I don't have anything to do with it at all. And I asked the owner of the restaurant, I said, what are you doing with that tree out there? And he said, oh, we're inoculating it for oak wilt. I said, you're inoculating it. I said, did it have any symptoms? No. We just don't want it to get the problem. We don't recommend injecting anything in the tree. The reason being is that you're treating a symptom. Even if it'll green up the tree, even if it'll kill a pest in a short period of time, if you don't expose the root flare and do something that is the true problem that caused the insect or the trace mineral deficiency to be there in the first place, the problem's going to come right back. You haven't accomplished a thing in the world. And so we occasionally run into this on our projects, but it does a lot more good to expose the flare and do the sick tree treatment where you're building the healthy soil and those trace minerals then are able to get into the plant.